Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Maritime activities are always risky, but there are many things that mariners and seamen can do to reduce the risk. Weather is one of the several factors that cause maritime work and recreational to be risky and dangerous. But forecasting the weather can help prevent accidents that lead to shipping and cargo losses, injuries, and even fatalities. Weather can be difficult to predict, especially on waterways, but good forecasting can help ships and their crews navigate and make decisions that reduce risk. Bad weather can cause ships and boats to capsize, to run aground, or to collide with other ships or objects. Knowing that kind of weather is coming is extremely important in making maritime activities safer. Weather at sea. Weather at sea is not the same as weather on land. The main driving forces are winds, including the trade winds which blow to the west in the tropical oceans, and the western lines which blow to the east in the mid-latitude regions. Wind creates surface ocean currents by dredging across the water in the northern hemisphere. These currents move in clockwise rotation, while in the southern hemisphere they move counterclockwise rotation. There are also smaller currents that move along the edges of the major currents, called carries. The smaller boundary regions are numerous and include the Gulf Stream, which moves from the Gulf of Mexico along the eastern coast of the United States and Canada, and across the ocean to the British Isles. This current generate and influence much of the maritime weather that we see across the world's ocean. Weather generates waves and swells which have big impact on a vessel. Winds produce waves in the oceans, and the size of the waves depend on the strength and direction of winds and how far the winds blow without interruption. Swells are a group of large waves that outrun the wind or storm that generated them. Ships at sea may also face large waves, unusually large waves among smaller waves. This can cause a lot of damage. Waves and winds occurring together during storms are particularly dangerous and include hurricanes, also called typhoons, and cyclones. These are very large and damaging storms. They are high-speed winds rotating around a calm center called an A. Predicting the information, strength, duration, and path of the hurricane is an important part of a maritime forecasting. And an accident that can be caused by a weather. Maritime weather can be unpredictable, and this is why forecasting it is so important. Forecasting is not perfect, but it does give navigators and other crew the ability to make a better decision about routes. The main types of weather that can cause maritime accidents are high winds, storms, and waves or swells. Any of these can cause a ship to race heavily, which in turn can cause on-board accident. Shifting cargo and equipment, falls and overboard accident can all result from rough weather and listing ships. Ships can also get blown off course by severe weather, which can lead to serious accidents. These include running aground in shallow waters or on reefs, which can damage ships, throw crew members overboard, and even cause a ship to sink. Weather can even cause a ship to run into another ship or an object like a bridge, which can cause a similar accidents. And the weather forecasting method. Forecasting can be done in a multiple ways. Satellites are important for tracking weather across oceans and other bodies of water. Meteorological satellites are dedicated to tracking weather and include those that orbit at the poles of the Earth. Stationary satellites that monitor just one part of the Earth's surface, and satellites that orbit the entire planet. Satellites that gather information about colds, temperature of the air and water, currents, dust storms, air coverage, and more. Maritime weather is also monitored by weather buoys and weather ships. A moored buoy is a stationary device that can be tethered to one part of the ocean to collect weather information. There are also drifting buoys that track weather as they move across oceans. There are currently more than 1,000 drifting weather buoys across the world helping to forecast marine weather. Information taken from these weather stations and satellite is used by meteorologists and computer software to model currents and winds, to track temperatures and storm, and to predict that weather will happen next, where it will happen, and how it may impact ships and other vessels on oceans. And then weather forecasting responsibilities. There are various official organizations around the world that are responsible for tracking and predicting maritime weather and sharing that information with the public and with commercial maritime operations. In the US, the National Weather Service of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration tracks and predicts maritime weather, providing maps, forecasts, hazards, warnings, weather and storm models, and many other types of information that can be used by anyone heading out on the water. Around the world, many countries have their own weather tracking system and agencies. Internationally, the World Meteorological Organization provides guidelines for how this agency operates and provide information in international waters. And then the next information about the importance of using maritime weather forecasting. The information provided by maritime weather forecasting agencies is important for preventing accidents by avoiding storms and other weather-related hazards. The consequences of not using that information, of ignoring it, or if misusing or misjudging the information can be serious. One tragic example is the disastrous accident of the El Faro cargo ships. The El Faro was lost in Caribbean waters on October 1st, 2015. A month later, the ship was found sunk and all 33 members of the crew died. The ship had sailed right into Hurricane Joaquin on its way from Florida to Puerto Rico. The subsequent investigation found that the captain, an experienced seaman, had the forecasting information about the storm, but erred when he decided to keep the ship's course and go right through the hurricane. Even with the best predictive information, crew members can make flawed decisions about weather that lead to disastrous results. Maritime weather forecasting is an important tool for anyone in the maritime industry, from cargo ships captains to crew on smaller fishing vessels. Weather can be highly unpredictable, but good forecasting can help a crew make better choices and avoid the kinds of disasters that can lead to tragic accidents, injuries, lost cargo, ship damage, and lost lives. I think that's all, guys, the information that I can say to you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and if you guys need information about maritime topics, you are in the right channel. Why I said like that? Because in this channel we talk about it a lot. And then if you guys want us to talk about or discuss about the information that you need about maritime topic, you can just drop your comment below in the comment section, guys, and later when we have a chance we will talk about it. And then maybe when you watch this video and pop up on your mind some question that maybe you really need the answer about that question, you can also just drop your question in the comment section, and later when we have time, you have answer, we will answer your question too, and we will let you know. And guys, don't forget to share this video to your friends, family, and your loved one. Maybe they need information about maritime topics. So for example, maybe your friends, family, or your loved one need information about the Jones Act, about Longshore and Harbor Workers Compensation Act, about Death on a High Seas Act, about maintenance and cure, about workers' compensation that maybe you receive when you got injured in a sea, and also maybe they want to know about maritime attorney in the region. So by sharing this video, you actually help them to get through their problems, and you let them know that in this channel we provide a lot of information related to maritime topics that very helpful for those who need information about. And yeah, I hope you like the way I deliver the explanation to you guys, and I hope you like the video. I hope you can take advantage from the video that I've said to you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Once more, don't forget to give like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye, guys, see you in another video.